everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a video about sort of an initial impression of these new puffer vests that I got from the brand Alo Yoga. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's ALO, so I assume it's Alo Yoga. So personally, I've never purchased from this brand before, and really what inspired me to get these two puffer vests was because I was on the market for puffer vests. Essentially, I had a couple before from I think Uniqlo, Old Navy, and I've worn them for quite a years, and they started getting a little old. So I thought, it's about time to transition to a new puffer vest. So I actually had explored Lululemon's. It's a very popular one that they have on their website. I think it's called the Wunderpuff crop vest. They come in a few different really beautiful colors, and I got them. I got a size 4, I got a size 6, and unfortunately I just felt like that vest didn't fit me very well. So I had gone on YouTube, looked at a lot of people who just absolutely adored the vest, and it looked great on them, but for some reason I just felt like, those vests just did not fit my frame very well. Even though I cinched it in, it just made me look extremely boxy. So anyways, long story short, I was exploring other options, came across this brand called Alo Yoga, and then thought, you know what, let me give it a try. And since obviously I've never purchased from this brand, I was a little hesitant initially because I wasn't sure what the return policy was, but it seems like they have a pretty decent return policy within 30 days, and it's free returns if you're within the US. I think if you're outside the US, it's a different case. You may have to pay for your shipping returns, but for in the US, it was free. So, I thought, let me try it out, see if I like it. If I don't, I'll just return it back to them. So anyways, that's why we're here today. I got two of these vests. They're actually the exact same. They're called the Gold Rush Puffer Vest. Not sure why they called it this, but essentially it's they only had two colors. They had sort of like a yellowy mustard, dark mustard color, and then of course a black color. And I got both because I actually kind of like the yellow mustard color, and I thought, you know what, I'd give it a try. If I didn't like it, I would return it. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so the first one we're gonna look at is the black vest, and this is essentially what it looks like. I'm gonna try it on later as well so you can see how it looks on my frame. And again, for reference, for those of you who are kind of new, again, my name is Lily, and I'm about 5'4", and I typically wear about a size 4 or 6 in Lululemon, and typically small. So yeah, just for reference, for yourself. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I know it's kind of hard to see without being on a model, but essentially this vest, it really reminded me a lot of the Lululemon Wunderpuff, and I really wanted to like the Wunderpuff. I really did, but it just did not look really good on me. This looks very similar to it. There are a few differences. Unfortunately, I returned the Wunderpuff already, so I can't give you a direct comparison, but from my recollection, the Wunderpuff had a detachable hood. This one obviously does not. And the Wunderpuff had really nice pockets here because when you put your hands inside, it felt like velvetly, like soft, But this one, it's just kind of like this type of material. So the other one was from Lululemon, was a lot more warm because it felt like there was felt inside. It's not really felt. It's more like, what I'm trying to say? It's like the warm fleecy material. But yeah, so here, if you can tell the hood, and also one other thing is that if you have a larger head, like myself, I have a pretty large head. I always have to kind of be a little cognizant of the hood size because sometimes the hood just doesn't look good on my head because it's so snug. This one, unfortunately, is a little snugger. I mean, it fits perfectly, but if you were to compare this to the Wunderpuff from Lululemon, the Wunderpuff hood is a lot more large and just looks a lot more, it just feels a lot more comfortable if you have a larger head. All right, sorry, I actually had to step out for a little bit because a friend kind of rang my doorbell. But anyways, back in here, we were talking about the hood of this, and I was just mentioning, if in case you were interested about the hood size, because, it could be a go or no-go for some folks out there, right? Yeah, so the hood was one, and otherwise, obviously one of the biggest differences is the price point, right? So for the Wunderpuff, it's significantly more. I think it was like, again, I'll leave the links to the Wunderpuff from Lululemon, and of course the link to these the Alo Yoga puffer vests as well. But I do believe that these are $188 USD each, and for the Lululemon, I believe it was like $234. So if that number's correct. It's, you know, obviously not $100 more, but you know, it's still quite a bit more, right? Compared to this one. So again, depending on your taste, your preference, for me, I would have, you know, I would have been okay with the Lululemon if it had fit me properly, but unfortunately it didn't. So this is why this is my alternative. So just wanted to share with you all a little bit more about it. So in terms of logo branding, you don't really see anything on the hood. On the Lululemon Wunderpuff, it does have the Lululemon, you know, symbol on it. For the Alo Yoga, you just do see that there is the brand at the very bottom of the back side, so it says Alo. But otherwise, it's pretty discreet, so it's pretty nice. On the inside, it just says the brand Alo, and it says it's made in China. I did get the size small for both of these. What I also really like about this puffer vest, and I think it's pretty similar to Lululemon, is that they do have an interior pocket. Now this interior pocket is fleecy, if you can tell. If they had made this one fleecy in here, that would have been awesome, but unfortunately they didn't. So this one is fleecy. And then if you look at it, obviously it's a pretty big pocket. You can definitely fit your phone in here. I'm filming with my phone, so I can't give that to you as an example, but it's really nice. So it has a pocket on the right and it has a pocket on the left, so on both sides. So if you wanted to store some like important things, you could definitely store it in here and have it safe against your body. So yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of the jacket. Obviously, the thing is there is sort of like a cinching sort of mechanism here for the hood. So if you wanted to tighten it, and I guess in the event you're very cold, you want the wind to come through, you could do that with the hood here. And of course, it does sort of kind of zip up, right? It zips up here, and then it has all the buttons here, and it just really closes up very nice and tight for you here. So this is the black one that I got. The other one is the exact same. It is just in this mustardy color. I guess on camera it looks a lot brighter than it kind of is in real life here. So, but if you click on the link, you'll probably have a better idea of the actual color schematic, or the color tone, I'm sorry, of this one. But essentially it's identical. The only difference, of course, is the color. So really depending on, you know, what floats your boat, you know, you got two colors to choose from here. And of course you have the brand, and it's in yellow here to kind of be a little bit monochromatic. It doesn't stand out too much against the space. But yeah, I thought this was a lovely color to have during sort of like the fall, the winter time, just because, you know, I don't really like everything too super dreary. And if you just wear something dark underneath, I think this would look pretty nice. So yeah, it's a really quick initial impression of these two puffer vests. I'm gonna go ahead and try it on for you right now. All right, so we have here the mustard yellow vest. I'm just wearing it on top of a long sleeve that I have here. And yeah, it's really, really lightweight, which I really quite like. And of course it is cropped, so, you know, it's looking like this. So this is the front, very puffer looking. Oops, sorry about that. On the side, this is kind of what it looks like. And really, really, really comfortable and lightweight. I would say that this is a jacket you could wear maybe for like really cold winters, but if you just needed an extra layer, you could definitely fit a sweater underneath. And yeah, so it looks like this unzipped. Okay, and here we have just the traditional black that we saw earlier. So again, exact same style, just in black. Definitely a little bit more versatile than that yellow mustard one we saw earlier, but I do think that one's a nice pop of color during the winter and during the fall. All right, so that was it for today's review and initial impression of the Alo Yoga vest. So I hope it was helpful for you, and hopefully you were able to take something away and decide whether it's a good fit for your lifestyle and your, you know, your body type, your preference. And so yeah, thank you so much for taking the time out, visiting here today. And as always, please stay healthy, happy, and safe, and I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.